14th of April, another day we congregate here. By the way, we are following the government directives of working from home, so we are also working from home. And I'm pleased to note that today we'll be joined by a lady. A lady will be among our panelists. So, and right away, I'll be joined via Zoom by one Alan Polycarp, who is a journalist as well as an analyst, and also our only lady, Magdalene Miranda, who is a journalist as well as a public speaker, and also Bernard Kiken, who is a political analyst. So, gentlemen and lady, good morning and welcome to Fact Check. I'll go right away to our first question. Where is the DP William Ruto in the fight against Corona? It only emerged after a week of silence with the presser. The second in command been the line in the fight to combat Corona. I'll begin with you, Bernard Kiken. What is your take on that?
So far, to be true, from our own observation, you have realized that DP has not been on the front line. Though we cannot condemn him because even the first meeting when we saw about the National Security Committee, we understand that he's part of that committee. Lakini hakukuwa, so we don't know actually what happened, right? So and we know that in Kenya, these things we can't know what's going on. Maybe there's something that we don't know. Maybe he had his own challenges. That's why he was not part of that committee, and you have not seen me even in the front line because he even issued his information. The press was held in his own place, and even during the first presser by the president that Sunday, we didn't see him close to the president.
Yeah, allow me to bring in Alan Polycarp. Alan Polycarp, the man who occupies the second highest in the land, that is DP William Ruto. People are saying he's not in the front line in the fight to combat coronavirus. What is your take on that? Or is he working from home?
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity and good morning. I feel he's not being sidelined because partly you would say he's being sidelined, but not really, because as you've realized, the coronavirus doesn't really need movements around. And in the beginning of this situation, the CS of Health, Kagwe, said that every information will be coming directly from his ministry to avoid confusion around. So I think considering the place he lives and the CBD, that's too much of a movement to be able to participate in this. Besides, every other politician, I think, is not even participating in this. So it really doesn't come as a shock if there were other people in the parliament or something that are participating in it, then we'll say it's being sidelined. But for now, no.
Magdalene Miranda, what's your take on that?
Okay, I don't feel like he's being sidelined, but it's just important for a leader at his stage, like a deputy president, to just say something, even if it's via social media. I don't feel it has been right for him to be so silent during this pandemic.
Okay, and recently, Jubilee Secretary General who is Raphael Tuju issued a notice to register of political parties by the name Anderitu, that he was changing the office bearers to a key organ of the ruling party. That is the NMC, that is the National Management Committee, which conducts the day-to-day running of the party. A move that was termed by DP Ruto as fraudulent. This is because Tuju cannot go to a registrar of political parties and do such a thing without a consent of party leader. I mean, what is your take on that? Can Tuju go to Anderitu and request her to do some changes without consulting the party leader, who is Uhuru Kenyatta? You cannot take on that.
It is not true that Ruto doesn't have a say in Jubilee Party, because remember that he's a deputy leader. And even in that agreement, which they made in 2013, that after the Uhuru's term, Ruto was going to take over as the leader and even become and even the Jubilee Party will all rally him, become the flag bearer in Jubilee Party. So I think now there are some other people who are trying to bring some intentions to try to divert now, because it is almost, we realize that now it's just 2 years to another national elections. So you realize that there's some people about that they are trying to divert and to sideline him so that they can bring other people. So for me, what I can say is that there's a game which is slowly starting.
Okay, Magdalene, I mean, the Rafael Tuju cannot just walk inside a political party register office and request her to do some changes without asking or rather inquiring permission from the party leader, who is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. I mean, is the DP not being consulted when issues to do with party are being conducted?
You know, as at now, the state of Jubilee as a party has been quite dismantled. So we can't complain that Rafael Tuju go through Ruto, because they're also having their own issues. Like some saying that goes, when it rains, thieves take advantage to break into a house because they think probably you won't hear because of the rain. So probably they're just taking advantage of the rains that is in the party to just dismantle and do whatever they want to do.
Alan, I want to quote DP's Twitter handle, which he tweeted the other day that, and I quote, "The president and party leader of the Jubilee Party do not and cannot be party to any fraudulent and illegal changes to officials of our party. This is the works of political rejects, conmen, and fraudsters whose party allegiance is already elsewhere. They should give us a break and leave the Jubilee Party alone." Is he calling his boss a fraud?
Well, I'll say first to begin with, the DP is a person who likes stealing the limelight where there is none to steal. Because if you check out the issues he's laying out in public, these are family issues, these are bedroom matters you don't go around sharing with the public. And coming in closer, Jubilee is a very big party. It consists of a lot of people. Remember when they joined to one party, URP and TNA, there were two different parties with already a big number of people. Then they come together. Now it's a huge party. This brings about supremacy battles and conflicting ideas. Everyone wants his voice to be heard. Otherwise, you're being inferior. So being in second in command in the party, I feel it's a big shame when it goes out in public to air the dirty laundry of the house. Rather, they should have settled it within the party like other parties. I'm sure every party has issues to deal with, but they don't really do that in public. It's just that the deputy president is a limelight stealer. He loves the limelight. So every opportunity he gets, he just utilizes it for politicking. And we are so used to him that way. So I don't think it's a big matter of concern. As much as Jubilee has cracks, every party has cracks. So it's just that he's bringing out into light the things they're going through in their party.
Again, I mean, if you have an issue in your party, that is Jubilee, for instance, why don't you conduct a meeting with the secretary instead of coming to a social media platform and airing out your grievances? As in, did DP Ruto use the right way to address his grievances?
No, I wouldn't say that. Everyone has a right to air their grievances. As much as he's a member, so is any member of that party. But these issues can be discussed without coming out to public. Are you sure he really discussed with the party officials or members before deciding to go out in public? I think he just wants to be on the other side of this and find pity with the public, because I think he loves using pity as his weapon. Wherever he goes, if you've noticed several meetings he attends or press conferences, he has to bring up politics. And when it's not about Baba, it's about the Jubilee not being as one unit. And Tanga Kieleweke, you know, he's never ever come out in public with politics that are just clear and genuine.
Okay, let me now bring in Ben and Picken. Do you think Ruto's approach to that issue was correct? For instead of meeting up with the Secretary Tuju and inquire more on the changes, took it to social media and expressed his disappointment?
First of all, Ruto was very correct, because the first thing he did was that he responded by writing a letter to the registrar of the political parties. Then later on now, he came forward to his followers, because remember that Jubilee is not only about the top officials, the president, DP, and others. We have also so many subscribed members. So it was good for him also to tell the members that, you know, now this is what is going on, that some people are trying to shortchange our party. So absolutely, he had to make these things public so that even those other Jubilee supporters should know that what's going on and also bring their own ideas. So for me, I think this is not a matter of discussing in the boardroom. It was something that should be discussed publicly because after all, Jubilee is not just about one party. There are several parties which merged to form it. So it was good also for other Kenyans who are followers to have their say and also to know what's going on.
Magdalene, for sure, like the picture that you can see now here is that Jubilee is not being consulted according to his statement. Is he a minority shareholder in Jubilee, or what is your take on that?
According to everything that is going on in Jubilee, Jubilee has so many wrangles, and I think they should just sort it by themselves before coming to the public and posting to us on social media. Yes, we are their followers. Yes, we also just want to know what's going on, but we just want the important information, not the other work information that they have discussed on their own.
To add on to that, I think what Bernard is trying to lay out is really not coming into contact with what I'm trying to bring out. I mean, as a family, we do have issues, but we don't go ahead to invite a neighbor or we contact outside counsel to help in solving it before we try solving it ourselves. Or neither do we include our children to come and solve our issues as parents. That's what he's trying to lay out as the deputy president going out to the public and to the registrar of parties. First, you have to settle it down as the parents before you involve the outside counsel or the children. And also, DP Ruto is second in command in that party. I'm sure he has the power to have that commanding voice, but because he loves complaining and beating about the bush, he's losing that command and power over the party. And I remember when they were coming together, it was about the bigger picture, about the people. But now he's turning it to be about me. They are trying to put me out. You can go out and start a new party. It's not a big issue, but having them promised you something means they are alleged to you. So I think he should just calm down and concentrate on working for the people before he goes out to the people to complain about his party.
Then again, one may ask, following the event of 9th March 2018, that is the handshake, when it took place, did it affect Ruto's position in Jubilee?
Yeah, actually, absolutely, it affected a lot. But first of all, I want to respond to Alan that, even when those changes were made in the National Management Committee, I believe, as according to the statement of Ruto, he was not involved. So nobody involved him, nobody even asked him for his opinion, despite the fact that he's the second in command. So right now, he didn't also, why should we ask that? Why could we be worried that he didn't call them for the meeting when at the first place he wasn't even asked? So I think here it's just that you are trying to see it in one direction because already changes have been made and he's now saying that I was not involved. So why should he be asking that why Ruto could have opted for a better method of just calling for the dialogue when himself nobody involved? As your question here, that after the handshake, it brought a lot of changes. I think that's absolutely true because the handshake seems to be between two people, and most likely it was to make maybe the former Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga in future to succeed Uhuru, and even as we have seen. And even you have seen from the previous debates and parties and rallies actually that take place, you've seen that most of them, they say that, maybe now the current president now is very young to retire and we should give him a chance in future. So I think now that contradicts the agreement the Jubilee Party had in 2013, that after his tenure, that's 10 years, Uhuru could actually retire and support the deputy president.
Okay, a moment
So that's
before
why
we get into that. A moment before we get into that. Sorry for interrupting me. Do you think Raila's and Uhuru's handshake affected Ruto's position in Jubilee Party?
The handshake didn't affect his relationship with the president and his his position in the government, but I rather feel it's his behaviors that have turned him to that. I'll start by the handshake. The handshake, Bernard, is not between two people, it's between two opposing sides, Uhuru representing the government and Raila representing the opposition. Remember, before the handshake, people of the opposing sides couldn't share a table. This was to bring back the nation together. And by doing that, it ended up sidelining people because, as you said, it changed the ideology of Jubilee in 2013. And we all agree along the way things change in life. As a family, we might decide to be having children 2 years after our wedding, but it turns out to end up having children after 5 years.
Alan, let me interrupt you. Alan, I mean, BP has come out in the public and complained Raila is really causing is causing him lack of sleep in Jubilee. He is saying Raila has led to a lot of issues in Jubilee.
Yeah, that's where I was going, Abel.
Yes.
So as I was saying, as a family, when we decide to have children at 2 years, then we have at 5 years, doesn't mean we start fighting at 2 because we didn't get that. We should just be optimistic and expect that. So the same thing happens in Jubilee. Ideology changes along the way because there are other issues like the opposition that are affecting our end game. So we should just be flexible and accommodate them for a while before we move on. So I think he's been sidelined because he's not ready to be flexible to accommodate other people and other situations before we get to the end point where he's being given the baton. And that really is affecting his politics. If he's not becoming dynamic, there's no point of involving him because he's just as rigid and willing to accept these issues. But if he will be more open and accept these, then I believe they will have a place for him at the table. He always has a place. It's just him to decide that he wants to take up the place.
Jubilee is the ruling party, but of late, it's like it's being run without them at least having a meeting to solve their differences. As in, is all this by design or default?
It is by design, not by default, because when you look at the party itself, everyone is working towards their political ambitions. They have even forgotten they are now just united for the time being before their years of being a political whatever ruling party ends. Most of them are now just working towards their own political ambitions and their own selfish gains. So it's just by design, it's just them who have decided to be apart and all that, because all of them are already looking ahead at 2022, at what they want to go or which seat they want to partake in the next election or the next time. So it's just by default. It's a matter that just can be united. But you know, greed has a lot to do with it.
Not to take on that issue.
I feel all this is intentional. There's nothing of default here because being in office, that's already enough power for him to convince the people that he's fit for the office by 2022. But instead of using that, he's using public mercy to sway the votes. He knows very well that public mercy works well with votes. For the start, we don't even know he's contesting within 2022. But here he is really complaining about how the president is not on his side or issues to do with their parties. And I really think if he really wants to make it to 2022, he should focus on delivering to the people so that he can use that as his main campaign goal.
Okay, but the bigger question right now for Ruto is not if he can leave Jubilee and form another party, it is that can he form a coalition with other politicians, talk of Mudavadi, talk of Gideon Moi, talk of Kalonzo Musyoka, and which he can use it as ticket to set out come 2022. What is your take on
that? Yes, he can form another party now because things are getting hotter on this side. But I don't think he can ever match with the Gideon Moi because, of course, as he has said, that dynasty versus hustlers.
On that point, that has been Magdalene Moranda, who is a journalist as well as a public speaker. I've also been doing live via Zoom by Bernard Kigen, who is a political analyst. Also, Alan Polycarp, who is a journalist as well as an analyst.